dashboard clock was losing time. A silver station crossed the line. Your old blue scarf lay by my side, while midnight opened up the highway. A distant voice came through the rain and made the ears feel close again. Midnight on the radio played the road we used to know. Every mile became a door to the life we had before. The city lights grew small behind, like faded notes we left unsigned. I kept one hand upon the wheel and let the quiet say what I could not. The signal trembled soft and low, like someone calling me back home, somewhere past the county line. Your memory moved beside mine. Not a promise, not goodbye, just an old song passing by. I never turned the station down, though morning waited past the town. Some truths are easier to hear when no one else is sitting near. At dawn the music slipped away and left a pale and empty day. Still that dead melody remained, like warm light resting after rain. The highway carried me along with one last echo of the song.
Platform clock was 2:30. The benches shone with evening dew. A porter swept the empty hall while winter leaned against the windows. I held the ticket in my hand kept speaking underneath in words too old for me to answer. The river crossed beneath the steel and made the missing years feel real. Past the mills and sleeping towns, all the old roads gathered round. I was not the man who left, but I still knew each shadowed step.
quiet room once held a chair. The train moved on beyond the dawn, but something in me had come home. After the cafe closed at 10, I counted cups and chairs again. Your table stood beside the wall, still turned toward the rainy avenue. The piano held one final chord, for words I never said before. After the cafe closed tonight, your chair remained beneath the light. I heard your laughter in the room, then watched it vanish with the tune. The owner locked the wooden door and left his coat behind once more. I stayed to fold the linen slow, as if the night had nowhere else to go. A taxi crossed the window pane and drew your face inside the rain. When the final cup was dry, I let the old hours pass me by. No one knew the place we kept between the songs and cigarettes. Years can change the street outside, they cannot move what waits inside. A single key of faded notes, a name still resting in my coat. At dawn I turn the lamps down low and watch the pale blue morning grow. Your table faded into gray, but not the words I could not say. I closed the lid above the keys and left your memory with the chairs. wrote your name on a piece of paper, but the ink is running like a vapor. The rain is trying to steal my words, scaring away all the singing birds. Oh, a letter in the rain, a letter to you, lost in the shades of the misty blue. I hope it reaches where you are tonight, guided by the dim and lonely light. I keep it folded in my heavy coat. This is the last thing that I ever wrote. The water seeps through the paper thin. Where does the rain end and I begin? Oh, a letter in the rain, a letter to you, lost in the shades of the misty blue. I hope it reaches where you are tonight, guided by the dim and lonely light. I'll drop it in the stream, let it flow away to a better place, to a better day. Maybe the current knows the way to go, where the softest summer breezes blow. Oh, a letter in the rain, a letter to you, lost in the shades of the misty blue. I hope it reaches where you are tonight, guided by the dim and lonely light. Let it go, let it flow into the rain, into the snow. My letter to you, lost in the blue. Everything I said was true. The clouds broke open near the bay and left the rooftops washed in gray. I turned the old car toward the west, with nothing packed except a photograph. The wipers slowed, the highway shone, and every road looked newly drawn. Westbound after rain I drove, past the fields we used to know, not escaping, not returning, just following where daylight opened. A roadside chapel passed in blue, its wooden sign was split in two. The radio gave one clear tone, then settled into quiet. quiet conversation. The hills appeared beyond the mist, like places time had almost missed. Underneath the clearing sky, I let the old questions rise. Every town released a name I no longer had to carry. There are roads that ask no price. There are losses that turn kind. When the storm has said enough, even silence can move on. Westbound in the evening glow, I found a peace I did not know. No grand answer, no refrain, only warm earth after rain. The sun went down behind the plain, and I kept driving without pain. The light above the stairs stayed on, though everyone upstairs had gone. I heard the pipes begin to hum, and counted footsteps that would never come. The hallway held a trace of June, a coat hook and an empty room. The light above the stairs still knew how many nights I waited for you. It warmed the wall, it touched the floor, and made me listen at the door. The landlord changed the lock last spring, but left your name beside the bell. I meant to scrape the letters clean, yet somehow could not make myself begin. A passing car moved through the glass and carried one more season past. Beneath that tired amber glow, I saw the years come soft and slow. No voice returned, no shadow came, still every step recalled your name. Some rooms forget the people first, some walls remember what was heard. I learned that time can close a place without removing every trace. That morning I turned out the light and let the stairway lose the night. The building stood both old and still, but I could leave it when I wished. I closed the door without a sound. and walked into the waking town. Maple Road in October smelled of leaves and chimney smoke. I was 20, carrying nothing but a coat my brother owned. The schoolyard gate was rusted red. The bakery had changed its name. Maple Road, you held the years in broken fences, fields and tears. I walked beneath the thinning trees and heard my younger footsteps leave. Mrs. Carter swept her doorway, though she did not know me now. A bicycle lay near the churchyard with one wheel turning in the wind. The afternoon grew pale and small. A dog barked somewhere past the wall. Along the road I used to run, the houses leaned toward the sun. No one called me from the gate, but every porch remembered late. I thought that home would stay the same until I learned that home can age. It keeps the shape of what we knew, then quietly becomes something new. Gave me back what time had touched. Not the boy I came to find, but room enough to leave him kind. The first cold star appeared above. I walked on without turning once. Placed 2 glasses on the cloth, then put the second one away. The evening news spoke from the hall in a voice that filled the empty space. The soup grew cold beside the bread. I watched the doorway instead. A table set for one tonight. One folded napkin, one small light. The chair across from me stayed still, as if it waited by its will. Your favorite record turned too slow. I lifted up the needle arm. The room became a quieter place. without the song we knew by heart. The clock moved past 9:15 and left no reason to keep time. I cleared the plate and wiped the glass, then let the silent minutes pass. No final word, no last request, just one more evening laid to rest. There is a kindness in the night, it asks no one to make things right. It only lets the shadows fall and gives the heart a smaller room. Tomorrow I may change the chairs and open every curtain there, but for this hour I will remain and let the quiet speak your name. I turned the little lamp down low and left one place I could not close. The sand beyond the orchard leaned toward a road no longer used. Its painted arrow pointed north, though half the words had disappeared. I slowed the car beside the gate and watched the branches move and wait. The sign beyond the orchard said there was a town 3 miles ahead. I knew the road, I knew the road, I knew the bend, but not the man I had become. The fruit stand roof had fallen through, the cash box rusted by the wall. A faded photograph remained of harvest hands from long ago. The evening settled on the land like dust returning to a hand. I drove where all the fences turned, past fields the summer sun had burned. No one waved from any yard, still every mile felt close and warm. A road can keep a family name long after every face has changed. It carries wheels, it carries years, and never asks why we return. At the edge of town I stopped, where one old street lamp flickered on. The arrow vanished in the dark, but I had found the road I needed. picture disappeared behind a quiet marker left in time.
When the harbor lights came on, the fishing boats were nearly gone. A man in blue untied a rope and let the black tide take it slowly. The evening bell crossed through the air and found me standing nowhere near. When the harbor lights come on, every leaving feels less wrong. Ships move out and people stay, each one carrying something away. I bought a coffee by the pier from someone who had worked there years. He said the winter would be long, then wiped the counter and looked seaward. A gull turned once above the bay. The last bus pulled and rolled away. Under lamps of faded gold, I felt the water breathe and fold. No one asked me why I came. The tide received me all the same. There are journeys without maps. There are doors we never pass. Sometimes standing near the sea is close enough to being free. When the harbor lights grew small, I heard no final answer call. Only waves against the stone, and strength enough to walk back home. The dark held steady on the bay. I left before the break of day. The room at number 9 was small, a narrow bed, a paper wall, a faded mirror by the door, and one blue suitcase on the floor. I rented it for 7 days, but winter stayed beyond its time, and every night became a sign. The room at number 9 still held downstairs knew my name. She brought hot tea when evening came. She never asked why I remained or why I watched the window rain. She only closed the hallway light. The city moved beyond the glass, while quiet seasons gathered past. Behind the door of number 9, I watched another life decline. No broken vow, no final scene, just days dissolving in between. One morning sunlight crossed the bed and touched the books I had not read. I folded every shirt I owned and understood I could go home. The room at number 9 grew bright when I released the longest night. I left the key beside the phone and walked outside, no longer alone. Some rooms are made to let us stay. Some rooms are made to send us away. The stairway echoed once behind, then disappeared into the light.
Found the frame behind the books, covered in a year of dust. Your picture leaned against the glass, the way the evening leaned on us. I wiped the corner with my sleeve. The room grew still around your face, as if no time had touched the place. A name beneath the glass remained, though every other mark had changed. I traced the letters with my hand and heard a voice I understand. The photograph was taken young, before the roads had pulled us far. You wore the coat your mother made. I stood beside your brother's car. We thought
summer would not end. But every season learns to leave, and every heart learns what to keep. The name beneath the glass grew dim when evening filled the room again. It was not grief that held me there, but gratitude for what we shared. I used to think forgetting meant the final proof that sorrow went. Now I know the kind of way is letting memory change its shape. I placed the frame beside the light and gave the past a softer night. Your name no longer asks me why. It only rested quietly. Some love survives without a claim. Some lives remain inside a name. I left the photograph in view and opened up the curtains too. The road past Cedar Hill was wet with leaves the morning had not dried. A church bell crossed the open fields, then faded on the other side. I drove without a map or plan. The fences bent beneath the years. The sky was low, the air was clear. The road past Cedar Hill went on beyond the farms and waking dawn. Each mile returned a piece of me. I thought the years had carried free. The old repair shop stood unchanged, its red sign hanging by one chain. A man I knew as Mr. Cole was sweeping gravel from the rain. He looked at me and smiled. Too late. We spoke of weather, work and time, and left the deeper words behind. Along the road past Cedar Hill, the empty barns were standing still.
something there remembered me. Cedar Hill grew gold when afternoon released the cold. I did not stay, I did not grieve. I simply knew what I could keep. The hill fell slowly out of sight, but stayed with me into the night. The last red leaf crossed through the air and settled where I had been there. Before the streetlights fade away, the city holds its breath in gray. A baker lifts the metal door, a taxi waits beside the store, and I walk where we used to meet. The windows keep a tired glow for all the lives we never know. Before the streetlights lose their fire, I pass the steps we climbed together. The night grows pale, the roofs turn blue, and every road returns to you. The clock is 10 years slow. The florist has another name. A newspaper rolls through the wind and circles once around the lane. I stop beneath the station sign. The morning trains begin to move and carry strangers out of view. Before the daylight fills the square, I feel the cold within the air. Not a sorrow, not regret, but as a season ending, yeah.
The night was long, the morning true. It took the dark to lead me through. One final lamp went out behind and left the open day to find. The coat I wore that winter hangs behind the bedroom door today. Its collar still is turned against a wind that passed 10 years away. One button never held again. Inside the pocket folded small, I found the note I missed that fall. The coat I wore that winter knew, the frozen streets I walked with you. It kept the cold outside my skin, but could not hold the years within. The paper carried only 6 uneven lines in fading blue. You wrote that trains were leaving late and asked if I was coming too. I never saw those words in time. The station closed before the spring, and silence took the final train. That coat remained when seasons turned. Its wool was worn, its lining burned. It held no blame, it asked no price. It only kept one winter night. Years have taught my hands to see. Some doors close without a key. The coat I wore that winter falls across my arm, no weight at all. I fold the note and let it rest, then carried both toward the chest. What once was cold has lost its claim. What once was grief has changed its name. I leave the coat beside the door and do not need the winter anymore.
close to Santa Rosa, waited underneath the clock. A woman sold the daily paper while the driver checked the lock. I took the seat beside the window. The depot lights were fading blue. The town grew small behind the view. On the morning bus I watched the sleeping fields begin to wake. Every mile released a thought I had been too tired to name. A boy in red slept near his father, with a toy train in his hand. An old man hummed a tune behind me. From a place I could not place, the highway curved around the valley. The sunlight moved across the glass and warmed the years that came to pass. Past the farms and water towers, I let the quiet take its time. No one knew the road I carried. No one had to ask me why. Used to think that leaving meant a final line across the page. Now I know a road can open without erasing any name. When the bus reached Santa Rosa, the sky was clear above the town. I stepped down with one small suitcase and no need to turn around. The morning moved, the wheels rolled on, and something heavy had become light. The bus disappeared beyond the square. I stayed beneath open air. Two blue cups were on the balcony, cooling in the afternoon. Curtains moved behind the doorway to a slow familiar tune. Someone laughed across the courtyard. The summer air was soft and thin, carried yesterday back in. Blue cups on the balcony held the warmth we did not keep. One for you and one for me, above the street and half asleep. You had written on a postcard from a town beside the sea. Only weather, trains and flowers, nothing meant especially. Still I read it every Sunday.
that faded near your name, but every line remained the same. Evening crossed the balcony and turned the walls to amber gold. I did not ask what might have been, I only let the hours unfold. Some memories arrive with noise, some settle lightly on a chair. They ask for neither grief nor joy, they simply wait within the air. At dusk I cleared the balcony and placed the cups beside the sink. The sky grew dark above the roofs before I finished what I thought. A quiet day can carry far the smallest trace of who we are. The curtains fell, the room grew still, the evening stayed above the hill.
The pianist at closing time played one song without a name. The waiter stacked the empty glasses while the last streetcar never came. I stayed beside the corner table. His left hand kept a steady pace, his right hand wandered through the place. At closing time the piano knew the things we could not say aloud. It filled the spaces in the room, then disappeared beneath the sound. A woman near the front door waited for a coat that was not hers. The owner counted notes and coins and spoke in half-remembered words. Outside the rain erased the pavement. The final chord was warm and low, like someone leaving very slow. When every chair was upside down, the melody still stayed behind. No one clapped, no curtain fell, but something ended just in time. The old man closed the wooden lid and rubbed the dust from both his hands. He said that songs do not grow old, they only learn where silence stands. At closing time I crossed the floor and thanked him for the nameless tune. The cafe darkened one light more and left the piano with the room. Some nights are held by melody long after everyone has gone. The key turned softly in the door. The rain kept time along the road. I sent a card from Aberdeen with harbor cranes beneath the rain. Another from aboard a station where the clocks had stopped again. I never wrote what I was feeling. I only named the roads and skies and left the truth between the lines. Postcards from the northern line, carried weather dates and time. Every stamp concealed a word. I was not ready to be heard. I wrote from rooms above the baker, from a ferry near the coast, from a town of empty windows where the winters stayed the most. Your address never left my pocket. The ink grew faint, the paper curled, as trains moved through another world. Postcards crossed the northern line, but none could say that I was fine. I described the evening snow and not the things I missed at home. Years later, in a wooden drawer, I found the cards I never sent. The places still were printed there, but every silence had been spent. Now the northern line is gone, stations have moved on. Still those cards remind me how a distant heart can speak somehow. I could not write the words back then, but I can understand them now. I tied the postcards with a thread and placed them near the books we read. I waited past 2:45. A clerk arranged the brass room keys and tried his best not to watch me. The revolving door moved with the wind. Your message said the train was late. I trusted both the words and date. Under the lobby clock I stayed while every hour changed its shade. The minute hand moved quietly across the time you promised me. A salesman crossed the marble floor and asked the clerk to call a car. Two strangers shared a cigarette beside a dusty potted palm. The night grew old around the lamps. The desk bell rang, the elevator sighed, but no one entered from outside. Beneath the clock the room grew pale. The rain erased the railway trail. I knew before the morning came that waiting would not change a thing. Across the desk, no explanation had to show. Some meetings vanish with the night, some endings arrive without a sound. The lobby doors released the rain. I walked outside and missed no train. The chair beside the stove still leaned a little toward the kitchen door. My father sat there every evening with work dust resting on his shoes. He listened more than he would speak. The kettle moved, the old clock turned, and winter settled on the roof. The chair beside the stove remained through every season, loss and change. Its wooden arms were smooth with years and held the shape of someone dear. My mother folded Sunday papers, then placed his glasses near the light. She never moved the chair completely, though spring returned and summers passed. She said the room looked right that way. Some absences become a part of how a home remembers love. Beside the stove the evening fell, across the floor he knew so well. No voice returned, no footsteps came, still warmth collected near his place. It lives in how we touch them now. Today I pulled the chair away and swept the dust beneath its legs, then placed it gently by the wall where morning found it, warm and plain. The room did not forget his name, it simply learned kind of shape. The kettle sang, the daylight grew. I sat where he once listened to. We stood beneath the station roof in coats too thin for January. You held a bag of borrowed books. I kept my hands inside my sleeves. The northbound train was running late. We spoke of work and changing towns, and left our fears beneath the sound. Two coats beneath the station light, two friends pretending all was right. The rails were cold, the hour was slow, and neither knew which way to go. Said your brother found a job beyond the river near the coast. I said I might return by spring, although we both knew I would not. The loudspeaker dissolved our names. A final whistle crossed the rain and made the silence sharp and plain. Two coats moved through the platform crowd. One stayed behind, one boarded south. No promise passed between our hands. We only nodded where we stood. returns. Last autumn, in a crowded street, I heard your laugh behind the rain. I turned and saw another man, but walked away less far from you. Oh, no train can carry every part of those who once shared time and heart. The station roof is gone today, but 2 old coats remain in gray. Her sewing room in early spring was filled with thread and window light. A yellow measure crossed the table beside a box of wooden pins. The curtains breathed above the floor. I heard her scissors in my mind, cutting cloth in even time. Her sewing room still held the day in folded cloth and shades of gray. Each spool of thread, each careful seam was part of how she cared for me. She made my coat before I left and stitched my initials near the sleeve. I wore it through 3 different cities and stored it where the mothballs slept, too proud to say I miss the house. The room was small, her hands were warm, yet everything she made felt warm. In spring the sunlight crossed her chair and found no one sitting there. The needle waited by the cloth as if she had just stepped away. I used to search for final words in drawers of buttons, notes, and lace, but love was never hidden there. It lived in every measured line. I opened wide the window frame and let the fresh air fill the room, then folded one unfinished dress and placed it gently with her things. The thread was cut, the pattern stayed, a quiet life in all she made. The curtain moved across the floor and spring returned through every door. the summer had begun, we thought the road belonged to us. The water flashed behind our eyes before we learned how quickly time moves. The photograph beside the river kept the afternoon alive. Two young men without a reason to believe the years could change us. We worked all week beside the warehouse, then drove south on Friday nights. We slept beneath an old blue blanket and woke before the morning birds with no more money than we needed. The river carried leaves away while we believed that we would stay. That faded photograph still shows the easy faith we used to hold. No mark of sorrow, no regret, only sunlight on our shoulders. That young, or take again the roads we lost. I only miss the way we trusted. Every bridge would lead us home. I placed the photograph upright where evening reaches through the room. The river moves beyond the frame, but something in us still moves too. The years went on, the water turned, yet not all youthful light was gone. The glass caught one last line of sun and held the day we had begun. Before the ferry left the harbor, you stood beneath the loading sign. A small brown case was at your feet, your ticket folded in your hand. The morning smelled of rope and rain. I had rehearsed a dozen lines, but watch the workers check the time. Before the ferry left that day, I let the final moment fade. No grand goodbye, no promise made, only your face beneath the gray. Across the meadow ramp, a sailor pulled the doorway wide. You looked once toward the harbor clock, then turned your collar from the wind. I raised my hand but spoke too late.
The engine shook the waiting pier and made the distant shoreline clear. When the ferry moved away, the water closed behind its wake. I stood among the gulls and ropes with words that had nowhere to go. For years I blamed that silent hour, as if one sentence could have changed the sea, the word, the other life that waited for you far away. Now when the harbor fog comes down, I hear no unfinished farewell. I see a vessel finding room and someone choosing where to live. The words were lost, the meaning stayed. We loved enough to let time change. The ferry vanished past the bay. I left the pier before midday.
I left the keys at the front desk beside a stack of morning mail. The clerk was writing in a ledger while rain moved softly down the glass. My suitcase waited by the door. The lobby clock was running slow, as if it knew I had to go. I left the keys without a word. No final speech was ever heard. The room upstairs could keep the night. I carried only what felt light. The faded carpet crossed the hallway, past numbered doors and silent lamps. I had arrived there late in winter, with one old coat and nowhere planned. By spring the street had changed its color. Some places hold us for a while, then let us leave
street and did not turn. The day had given me a place. A door can close without regret. A life can change in quiet ways. The hotel faded into gray. I walked toward the waking day.
Sunday shoes beside the doorway shine beneath the morning light. My uncle wore them every weekend with a narrow tie of blue. He always left before the bells. The hallway smelled of soap and rain, and breakfast cooling by the flame. Sunday shoes beside the door waited on the wooden floor. They carried him through work and prayer, and every road that brought him there. After years the leather softened, and one heel leaned toward the wall. He walked more slowly through the kitchen, but never asked a hand from us. He only smiled and tied the laces. The smallest habits hold alive in ways no photograph can show. Those Sunday shoes grew worn and plain through summer heat and winter rain. No polished shine could hide the miles or all the work behind his smile. We often search for grand reminders when someone leaves the rooms we know, but love can rest in ordinary things. A coat, a chair, a pair of shoes. Today I placed them in a box and wrapped them in his Sunday cloth, not to close the years away, but keep their quiet, steady grace. The hallway changed, the footsteps ceased, yet something of his walk remained. The morning bells began to sound. I stood beside the empty door. place I knew back then. We crossed it after final lessons, with dusty books beneath our arms and plans too large for afternoon. The grass moved softly at our knees. The future waited past the trees. The field behind our school remained in summer heat and autumn rain. We ran as if the world would wait beyond the fence and rusted gate. A paper kite caught on the wires. A baseball rolled into the weeds. We spoke of cities by the ocean, of records, jobs, and motor cars, and who would be the first to leave. No one believed the years could move faster than the clouds above. Across that field our voices rose, before we learned what distance knows. No promise written, no farewell, just evening and the ringing bell. The field was smaller than before. A row of houses filled the distance, but I could hear our footsteps still. The field behind our school is gone, yet not the road it started on. Each friend who crossed that open ground still walks beside me now and then. The fence came down, the years moved through, but every dream began there too. The school bell sounded faint and clear. I smiled for those who were not near. A lamp in the eastern window burned before the morning train. Someone moved behind the curtain, then the room grew still again. I watched it from the empty crossing. The sky was changing over town. The longest night was folding down. A lamp in the eastern window held one circle in the dark. Not a signal, not a promise, only proof that someone woke. I had walked the streets since midnight, past the church and market square. Every shop was closed and quiet, every bench was wet with rain. I carried thoughts I could not settle, but morning asked for no reply. It simply opens up the sky. The light behind the eastern glass turned pale as early buses passed. It did not call or know my name. Still something in me changed the same. Beyond the window can lead a tired heart towards sleep. When the eastern lamp went out, the sun had reached the highest roofs. I turned away from what was gone and followed day along the street. No answer came, no voice was heard, but morning gave the final word. The crossing gate began to rise. I walked beneath the clearing sky. When the record comes to rest and the needle lifts away, the room returns to smaller sounds. The rain, the clock, the settling wood. I sit beside the fading lamp. The final note is gone from air, but leaves a quiet warmth behind. When the record comes to rest, the night no longer asks for more. Every song has found its place, every memory has a chair. The empty cup beside the window holds a trace of cooling tea, a folded letter near the player. waits without a need to speak. The street below has nearly slept. I close the cover on the turntable and let the silence enter gently. When the music leaves the room, it does not take the years away. It only gives them softer edges and enough distance to remain. I carried names through many winters. I kept old roads beneath my coat. Tonight I set them on the table. Not forgotten, not alone. As the eastern sky grows pale, I turn the final lamp down low. The record rests, the rain moves on, and I am ready for the dawn. What needed music has been heard. What needed silence now can rest. The needle waits above the groove. The room grows still, and so do I.